points away from 1,000, and they're going to have it somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 or 9 games remaining, most likely, including this one here tonight. So that's something to watch for here as the season moves along. At Wildwood, this is actually one of 4 games that Wildwood has between now and Friday. They play today, then they play Salem Tech tomorrow, Gloucester Catholic Thursday, and they finish their regular season with a game at Overbrook on Friday before the Tri-County Conference Tournament. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with the starting lineups in the opening tip. Lower Cape May at Wildwood, high school girls basketball on 98.7 The Coast. Back at Wildwood, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbonton, high school girls basketball, front end of a girl-boy doubleheader between Lower Cape May and Wildwood. Lady Tigers wearing their black uniforms trimmed in blue and gold. The starters for them. At the forward position, senior Janaea Elam, sophomore Alex Vogt, and then 3 guards, senior Sarah Donahue and juniors Haley Elwell and Caitlin McGuigan. Lower coached by Scott Douglas. Wildwood wearing the home whites trimmed in maroon and black. Their starters. At the forward position, senior Maya Benechu and junior Sanaya Hills. The guards are senior Cadence Oakley and sophomores Sophia Wilbur and Macy McCracken. Wildwood coached by Teresa Kniff. 3 officials, Joe Fussner, Robert Matthews, and Jordan Davis. And we've got a pretty good crowd here, buddy, for a 4 p.m. start. And we know this thing's really going to fill up as it goes on, as we have the Wall of Fame ceremony for Dave Troiano in between games, and then, of course, a rivalry boys game between Lower and Wildwood coming up at 6. So a great day / evening of high school basketball here at Wildwood.
Yeah, and as you said, Brian, you know, when these 2 teams get together, these 2 schools, you know, it doesn't matter if it's the girls' game or the boys' game, you know, it's an intense rivalry. And tonight, we get a double dose as we're able to bring our listeners and viewers both the girls' matchup and the boys' matchup.
It's Chris and all handling the live video stream for us on the Coast Sports Today and 98.7 The Coast Facebook pages. Stauffer Edwards and Company Public Accountants in Wildwood are proud supporters of high school basketball on the coast. Check out StaufferEdwards.com for all of your accounting needs. If you're watching the video, Wildwood in white moving from right to left. It's Janaea Elam for Lower, Sanaya Hills for Wildwood on the opening tip. Ball's in the air, and Wildwood controls it. Lower Cape May's in a zone here. Here's Maya Benechu, a right wing three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound brought down by McGuigan. And Lower Cape May has possession. McGuigan on the right to Elwell. Elwell bounces up top to Janaea Elam. Elam over to McGuigan. McGuigan open for three. In and out. Rebound batted around. And we're going to have a jump ball possession to Lower Cape May.
And that time, Lower Cape May doing a good job going to the offensive glass. And Wildwood needs to do a better job boxing out.
They get it into McGuigan. She drives, is shut off, passes it out to Elwell, swung over to Elam on the left side. Up top to Donahue. Donahue dribbles to the left. Now it's Alex Vogt, back to Donahue. Donahue spinning at the top of the key, hands off to McGuigan. Wildwood in zone here. They often do that out of time, out of baseline inbound plays. McGuigan takes it to the right, drives, kicks over to Donahue. Ball was tipped, but Donahue was able to get it back for Lower Cape May. She has the left-handed dribble, goes to Elwell. Elwell back to Donahue. Donahue drives, kicks. Elwell for three, bang.
And again, that was good patience by...
Well, and it was bad help by Maya Benechu. She went and helped on the dribbler and left Elwell open, and she knocked down the wide open three. Oakley to Benechu in the corner to McCracken. McCracken trapped, got it out to Benechu, swung left to Wilbur. Wilbur in the corner to McCracken. McCracken for three, it's blocked. Oakley the rebound. She's doubled, got it to McCracken. Now it's Wilbur again. Gets into the top of the lane, goes to Benechu. Swung over to McCracken, fakes a three, and swings it over to Wilbur. Cross-court pass, Benechu. Fakes a three, drives, goes to the basket, misses. Rebound will go off of Wildwood and out of bounds.
And right here in the early going,
Donahue to inbound.
Seeing some physical play by both teams.
Here's McGuigan. McGuigan to Donahue. Donahue holds against Oakley. Takes it left. Goes back to Elwell. Elwell had it taken out of her hands by McCracken. McCracken to the basket. And a foul. What a strong finish.
Yeah, that absolutely.
Elwell was hanging, Donahue was hanging all over, or Elwell was hanging all over her as she went up for that shot. But McCracken enough strength to finish through that contact, and she'll go to the line.
And Brian, she used the backboard, which is very important.
Makes the free throw. We're tied at 3. Wildwood showing full court man-to-man pressure.
When you know you're going to have that contact coming at you as an offensive player,
McGuigan pushes left. Stops at the baseline, brings it back to Donahue. Donahue against Oakley. Goes in the corner to McGuigan. McGuigan back to Donahue. Donahue off of Elwell's ball screen. That could have been an illegal screen. And here's another steal by McCracken, and she's fouled.
So that foul is going to be on Sarah Donahue, the senior.
Tied at 3, 5:20 to go first quarter.
Lower Cape May now with 2 consecutive turnovers.
Oakley with it. Goes to Benechu. Now it's Sophia Wilbur. Crosses over, back to Benechu, top of the key. Wilbur again. In the corner to McCracken. McCracken for 3. Bang!
Good ball movement.
6-3 Wildwood.
Good ball movement that time by the Lady Warriors.
Donahue with the basketball against Cadence Oakley. Now it's over to McGuigan. McGuigan holds. McGuigan drives. Foul line jumper. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, Janaea Elam. Kicks it out. McGuigan for 3. Bang. And on her play again was blown up by a Wildwood player reaching. And Lower gets a 3. And they lead 6-3. 6-6, excuse me, tied at 6 as McCracken had the 3 down this end also on the last possession.
That offensive rebound that Lower got was huge.
Here's Wilbur for 3, that's no good. Rebound taken by Elwell. Handed off to McGuigan. She pushes for Lower Cape May. Gets into the lane, drives, and is fouled. And Caitlin McGuigan will go to the line for 2 shots.
And that foul is called on number 31, Sanaya Hills. Her first team foul.
First free throw's no good. 4:02 to go in the first. We're tied at 6. Second one is also no good. Sanaya Hills the rebound for Wildwood. Sophia Wilbur hands off to McCracken. A deep three. Bang!
A deep three.
A step and a half behind the line.
Yes, it was. And again, Macy was able to get her feet set. Good follow through.
Elwell the basketball. Stripped by McCracken, but got it back. Over to McGuigan for 3. Bang! And every time Wildwood gambles, Lower gets an open 3.
And now Lower, it's tied at 9, and Lower Cape May has made 3 3-pointers.
Benechu, high post to Oakley. Little jumper. Got it. Cadence Oakley, and it's 11-9 Wildwood. Here's Donahue to McGuigan. McGuigan drives, kicks. Donahue again. Brings it out top of the key. Takes it to the right. Elwell driving baseline. Shut off. Stolen away by Sanaya Hills. I think Elwell was trying to throw it off of a Wildwood player and couldn't do it. McCracken lost the dribble, gets it up to Wilbur. Gets a return pass for 3. Bang! Macy McCracken again for 3. McCracken with 12 of Wildwood's 14. And 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Wildwood by 5.
She's 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. That's 3 in a row.
McGuigan drives, shut off, goes to Donahue. Donahue holding top of the key. Takes it to the left, kicks to McGuigan. McGuigan fakes a 3, tries to drive on Wilbur, can't. Crossover dribble, good move, lost it, regained it, and then throws it away. And actually, she got away with a double dribble, but then she threw it away anyway.
And that's Lower Cape May's 4th turnover here in this first quarter. 2:06 to play in the first quarter. Wildwood on top, 14-9.
Jazzy Serrano for Lower and Angie Wilbur for Wildwood, the first subs into the game here. Here's Angie Wilbur on the right. She's a freshman guard. In the corner to her older sister, Sophia. Sophia lobs out to McCracken. McCracken back to Sophia Wilbur. Head and shoulders fake goes to the right. High post to Hills. Hills down the lane. Shot up, no good. Rebound brought down by Angie Wilbur. Kicked out to McCracken. Fakes a 3. Goes to Sophia Wilbur. In the corner to Benechu. Fakes a 3. Lobs a cross court pass to McCracken. McCracken puts it on the floor. Goes to Angie Wilbur. She'll shoot a 3. Bang.
And again, good patience, good ball movement by Wildwood. And
Wildwood had trouble getting it in, or Lower had trouble getting it in. They got to call a timeout. It's 17-9 Wildwood with 1:20 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. Keep it right here. Gives us a chance to let you know that high school basketball on the coast is proudly brought to you by Crest Savings Bank. Banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. Visit CrestSavings.com. Hemingway's at the Grand in Cape May is the locals' favorite restaurant for lunch or dinner. That's Hemingway's, oceanfront on Beach Avenue in Cape May. You can follow them on Facebook.
And you know, Brian, what's really hurting Lower Cape May is the fact that they've turned the ball over 4 times. Wildwood has not turned the basketball over yet in this first quarter. And, you know, Lower is 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. They are 0 for 1. So they've only taken 5 shots because of those 4 turnovers. And Wildwood has taken advantage of those turnovers, turning them into points for themselves.
Inbound pass nearly stolen, and now it's loose on the floor, picked up by Maya Benechu, and she lost it. But they're going to say it's going to go to Wildwood, and I think that was one of those ones there, buddy, where The official just said we're going to give the ball to Wildwood rather than call the foul because Sarah Donahue had her hands all over Benechu when she lost it. They inbound to Hills, off the glass, got it.
Well, I tell you, that was a nice inbounds play right there by the Lady Warriors, right underneath their basket on the left side.
Donahue with it, lobs it up to Alex Vogt. She bounces up to McGuigan. McGuigan stripped by McCracken as she tried to go in for the layup. It goes out of bounds. Lower will have it. Kalia Sumlin, junior guard, will come in for Maya Benechu here.
19-9, Wildwood on top. 57 seconds to play, first quarter.
McGuigan having trouble getting it in. Now it's Vogt in the corner, back to McGuigan. Up top to Olivia Lewis, who just checked in. She's a freshman. And now here's Donahue, over to McGuigan. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. McGuigan to the left, doubled, bounces up to Donahue. Donahue to Lewis. Lewis against Angie Wilbur. Takes it to the right, goes to McGuigan. McGuigan holds, gets a ball screen, trying to drive on Macy McCracken, shut off, up to Alex Vogt for three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound comes into the hands of Angie Wilbur. And gives it off to Sophia Wilbur, and it looks like Wildwood will hold for one here.
Well, the possession arrow is in their favor to start the second quarter.
Here's a pass down low, great pass, layup, got it, and a foul. What a pass by Sophia Wilbur to find Sanaya Hills, who used her left hand to finish. And it's 21-9 Wildwood, buddy, and Wildwood has scored 12 straight points. This game was tied at 9. 5 seconds to go in the period. And the free throw is good. Hills with 5. Lower to inbound, and Lower violated on the inbound. Wow. And Wildwood's going to get a chance here to get another shot off to end the period.
5 seconds left. Plenty of time.
They get it to Kalia Sumlin. No good but a foul. And Kalia Sumlin will go to the line for 2 shots.
And again, just another well-executed out-of-bounds play by the Lady Warriors underneath their basket.
First free throw's no good. That was the first free throw miss in 3 attempts for Wildwood as a team so far. Here's the second free throw. That one's also no good. The rebound comes down the Hills. Layup is good as Sanaya Hills beats the buzzer to give Wildwood a 24-9 lead after 1 quarter. Back after this 30-second break on 98.7 The Coast. Wildwood finishes the first quarter on a 15-0 run, and they lead at 24-9 at the close of 1 period. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by the Bow Harbor Oceanfront Hotel in Wildwood Crest. When friends and family come to visit, don't put them on the sofa. Call the Bow Harbor, 609-522-3343, or book online at bowharborhotels.com. Finn's, the premier restaurant in Cape May, is open year-round. When you're hungry, go to the place with the Art Deco look. That's Finn's on Decatur Street and the Washington Street Mall in Cape May.
And Brian, the big stats that jump off the stat sheet. Wildwood shot 9 for 14 in that first quarter. They were 5 of 7 inside the arc, 4 for 7 from beyond, and they did not turn the ball over one time. And Lower Cape May turned it over 6
Well, there's a turnover by Wildwood there. A good steal by Janaea Elam on an entry pass. Sanaya Hills was open, but Wilbur didn't put enough on it. McGuigan takes it to the right, stopped along the baseline, lost their dribble in a bad spot, and finally got it out to Janaea Elam. Here's Alex Vogt. Kicks over to Kira Ridgway in the corner, back to Elwell. Ridgway in the game for the first time. McGuigan goes left, kicks Ridgway for 3, and it's good. Well, they call it a long 2. They said Ridgway's foot was on the line, 24-11. That was a much-needed basket for Lower Cape May.
And that stops a 15-0 Wildwood run.
Maya Benechu with the ball, top of the key. Goes to Sophia Wilbur. Wilbur drives, goes back to Benechu, fakes a 3, takes it to the left, now swings it to Sophia Wilbur. She drives, goes to the basket, and a foul! Tough move by Sophia Wilbur, buddy. She went in there taking on some much taller players, and she was determined to get to that basket, and she did.
Yes, she was, and I'll tell you what, Brian, she likes contact. And that she's a physical player, and that time she bore the brunt of the contact, laid it up and in, and she just knocked down the free throw.
27-11 Wildwood, 6:45 to go second quarter. Caitlin McGuigan across the division line. Trying to direct traffic, takes it to the left against Sophia Wilbur, now goes right. Kicks over to Elam. Pass stolen away by Macy McCracken. McCracken running to the basket. McCracken passes across. Oakley's layup is good. Wildwood getting out on the break. They lead at 29-11 here. 6:15 to go in the second quarter.
Tell you what, Wildwood's doing everything right.
McGuigan left side to Elwell. Fires a 3. It's short. Rebound goes off of Lower Cape May and out of bounds. Sarah Donahue back into the game for Lower. Kalia Sumlin back in for Wildwood. McCracken will bring it up for the Lady Warriors this time. Left side to Sumlin. Sumlin up top to Benechu. In the corner to McCracken. McCracken drives baseline, goes in the post to Hills. Here's Sumlin. Kicks over to Benechu. Benechu bounces over to McCracken. McCracken to the top of the key area with the right-handed dribble. Crosses over to her left, gets a ball screen, drives, kicks to Sumlin. Sumlin to Oakley, bad pass. Oakley had vacated the area, but Sumlin tracks down the loose ball and then knocks it off of Caitlin McGuigan and out of bounds. The speed of Kalia Sumlin, buddy. In any given game, she is by far the fastest player on the floor, and her speed made up for her mistake there.
Absolutely, you saw it right there.
Maya Benechu, high post pass to Oakley, drives, got away with a double dribble, and then they got knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. Wildwood will inbound. McCracken lobs to Benechu. They get it in the corner, gotta be a legal screen. Good call by the official. Kalia Sumlin setting an illegal screen down there on the block. That's a turnover on Wildwood.
And that is going to be the first personal foul against Sumlin. Just the second team foul here in the first half against Wildwood High.
Elwell brings it up for Lower, hands off to McGuigan. McGuigan to the foul line area. Donahue, an 18-footer, no good. Elam, the rebound, blocked by McCracken. McCracken, the rebound. And she'll push for Wildwood. Stops at the top of the key. Head and shoulders fake. Floats one up, in and out. Rebound, Sanaya Hills. And it's knocked out of her hands. And then off her leg. And we'll go over to Lower Cape May as it trickled out of bounds. Angie Wilbur back in. Replacing Hills as Wildwood goes a little smaller here. McGuigan holding against Sumlin. Takes it to the left, crosses over to the right, and she's fouled by Sumlin.
And Kalia Sumlin, she's going to pick up her second personal foul. It's going to be the third team foul.
29-11 Wildwood, 4:40 to go second quarter. Donahue inbounds goes to McGuigan. McGuigan holding against Sumlin. Takes it to the left. Goes to Elwell. Elwell lost the dribble. Goes up top to Donahue. Guarded by Angie Wilbur. Donahue to Ridgway. Now it's McGuigan in the corner. Guarded by Sumlin. McGuigan takes it left. Lost the dribble. Goes high post to Janaea Elam. Her jumper's no good. Rebound Macy McCracken. McCracken pushing for Wildwood. McCracken stops at the top of the key. Moves it to the left of the key. Flips it over to Angie Wilbur. Wilbur over to McCracken. Open for three. Bang! Knocked down another one. That's her first basket of the second quarter, but she's already got 15 points.
And she's knocked down 4 straight three-pointers, Ryan.
Here's Elwell bringing it up for Lower Cape May. Stops against McCracken, brings it over to Donahue. Donahue drives to the left, gets into the paint. She's fouled on the pass. And Lower Cape May will inbound underneath. (32-11) Wildwood. Lower Cape May's only scored 2 points, buddy, since about the midway point of the first quarter.
That foul was on Maya Benishu. That's her first.
It's a steal by Gloria Sumlin. Sumlin going in for Wildwood, gathers herself, missed the layup, rebound knocked out of bounds by Lower. And McCracken will inbound.
Yeah, that was a nifty little move there by the junior.
McCracken for three in the corner. That one's off the iron. Rebound to McGuigan. And she'll walk it up for Lower Cape May. Against Sumlin. McGuigan goes to the right. Stops. Kicks across to Kira Ridgway. In the post. Tipped. Nearly stolen. And now we're going to have a jump ball possession to Lower. 32-11 Wildwood. 3:08 to go in the second quarter. Sophia Wilbur for Wildwood and Haley Elwell for Lower back into the game. Haley Elwell playing in the gym that, her aunt, Caitlin Anzalone, played in, was a member of those 3 state title teams and the 4 South Jersey title teams. Her mother, Jen, was also a state championship player here at Wildwood. She's an assistant coach for Lower Cape May. Here is Donahue for the Lady Tigers. Right side to Elwell. Elwell lost the dribble, back to Donahue. Takes it to the left, spins against Angie Wilbur. Still holding the dribble. Lost the dribble now, just inside the division line. Gives it over to Elwell. Elwell to the right. Into the corner. Passes up top to Ridgway. To Elam. Over to Donahue. Donahue up top to Elwell. Right side to Ridgway. Ridgway spins, drives baseline, passes across, stolen away by McCracken. McCracken pushing for Wildwood. Lobs ahead to Sophia Wilbur. Kicked out to Angie Wilbur for 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, Janaea Elam for Lower. And Lower Cape May wants a full timeout. They trail 32-11, 2:15 to go second quarter. Back after this 30-second break on 98.7 The Coast. North Wildwood Mechanical is a proud supporter of high school sports. They'd like to wish Wildwood and Lower Cape May the best of luck in today's game. For heater repairs or service, give North Wildwood Mechanical a call, 609-602-9332.
And Brian, getting back to that state championship team that Jen Anzalone was a part of, one of the assistant coaches for Lower Cape May. Is there anybody else we know that was on that state championship team?
Yeah, Stacy Boyle. 32-11. Wildwood leads.
That's not where I was going.
Wildwood leads Lower Cape May with 2:15 to go.
Was that not Teresa Polini-Knev?
Before halftime. Here's Sarah Donahue for the Lady Tigers. People forget Stacy Boyd was a good player for that team. Really good player.
Very well.
Donahue to the right. Jazzy Serrano's back in for Lower. Here's a three on the way. That is good by Olivia Lewis. And Lower needed that basket. It's Lower's first basket in a while. Wildwood still leads 32-14. Angie Wilbur in the corner to Sophia Wilbur. Back to Angie, swung over to McCracken. McCracken on the left, over to Sophia Wilbur. Now it's Angie Wilbur left side. Drives, had the ball tipped away, but is able to regain it. Angie Wilbur lobs down low to Maya Benechu. Benechu swings it back out, and it goes out of bounds.
And that's Wildwood's 5th turnover. All 5 turnovers coming here in the second quarter.
Sarah Donahue against Sophia Wilbur. Holding the dribble, lost the dribble. Got it to Lewis. Lewis at the top of the key, goes to Serrano. Right side, Elam. Now it is Lewis again. Serrano holds. Elwell driving right. They're going to have an illegal screen called against Janaea Elam. That's a turnover. Caitlin McGuigan back in for Lower.
That's going to be the second personal foul on Elam. 16 foul.
You know, buddy, with Wildwood with this 18-point lead, 50 seconds to go in the period, Lower Cape May playing zone, Wildwood might hold for one here.
And a possession arrow in their favor.
Yeah. So Sophia Wilbur just standing, dribbling the ball. Now Lewis comes out and plays her. She takes it to the right, gives it to Benechu. Benechu brings it back and goes to Angie Wilbur. Benechu drives now, spins away down the wing, and brings it back out to Sophia Wilbur. 17 seconds left in the quarter. Now Wildwood looks like they're ready to go. Maya Benechu holding on the right.
7 seconds.
Takes it to the left to Sophia Wilbur. Over to Angie Wilbur for three. Off the iron, no. Rebound Hills, no. Rebound batted around as the buzzer sounds. And we go to the half with Wildwood leading it 32-14. And we'll take a 4-minute timeout. We'll come back with the halftime report after this on 98.7 The Coast. All right, we are back at Wildwood High School. Brian Kniff with Buddy Tarbotton, and a tremendous last 12 minutes or so of the first half by Wildwood. They turned a 9-9 game into a 32-14 lead over Lower Cape May. Stop by the Inlet North Wildwood for all-day happy hour Monday through Friday with lunch specials at $7.95 from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Inlet North Wildwood supports high school basketball on the coast. Cleanse White Pools is now fully restocked on spas, and they're going fast. Stop by Cleanse White on Route 9 in Rio Grande to secure your spa today. So first for Wildwood, Macy McCracken with 15. She's hit 4 threes in this game. Sanaya Hills with 7. 4 for Cadence Oakley, 3 apiece Sophia Wilbur and Angie Wilbur for Wildwood's total of 32. Lower Cape May had just 5 field goals in the first half. 4 of them were threes. Caitlin McGuigan with 6 points, 3 apiece for Haley Elwell and Olivia Lewis, and 2 for Kira Ridgway for their total of 14.
And Brian, when you look at the stats, you know, Wildwood shot very well from the floor. They were 12 for 23 from the floor, 7 of 12 inside the arc, 5 for 11 from beyond. They had 8 rebounds as a team, 4 defensive, 4 offensive, 3 of 5 from the foul line. They turned it over 5 times, and all those turnovers came in the second quarter. Lower Cape May, I mean, they shot 50% from the floor. They were 6 for 12, but that means they only got 12 shots off compared to Wildwood's 23 because they turned it over 11 times. They were 1 for 5 inside the arc, 4 for 7 from beyond, 5 rebounds, 3 defensive, 2 offensive, and they were 0 for 2 from the charity stripe.
So it's 32-14. Wildwood on top here at the half in the girls' game. Boys' game coming up at 6. And they'll have the Wall of Fame ceremony for Dave Troiano in between the games. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Back with the start of the second half right after this on 98.7 The Coast. All right, Brian Kniff with Buddy Tarbot, 32-14. Wildwood leads Lower Cape May as we start the second half of this girls' game. Boys' game to follow at 6 o'clock. Here's Sophia Wilbur for Wildwood as they have possession to start the second half. Wilbur goes right around a player, goes to the basket, didn't finish. Sanaya Hills had the rebound momentarily but lost it, and it was Donahue who came out of there with it instead for Lower Cape May. Donahue goes to the left of McGuigan, gets a ball screen. They lob it down low. She was looking for Elam and threw it too high and out of bounds.
And that's not what Coach Scotty Douglas wants to see on his team's first possession here in the second half. Lower Cape May, if they can cut into this lead and get it down below 10 before the end of this third quarter.
There's Wildwood with the ball. And it's Sophia Wilbur. Takes it to the left, goes to Maya Benichu. Up top to Cadence Oakley. Oakley drives to the right. Stolen right out of her hands by Alex Vogt. And here is McGuigan. Goes left side to Donahue. Driving, shut off, hands off to McGuigan. Now it's Donahue again on the left side. Crossover dribble, tries to drive, shut off. Janaea Elam for three, short. Rebound brought down by Sanaya Hills. Left side to McCracken. Stops, spins, goes to Maya Benichu. Now it's Sophia Wilbur. She drives, kicks to Oakley. Oakley in the corner, gets it back out to McCracken. McCracken drives to her left, kicks out to Sophia Wilbur. Wilbur to Benichu. To McCracken now. McCracken behind Hills' screen. Had it tipped out of her hands. McGuigan came up with it. Here's McGuigan, four lower. Lost the dribble. And got it to Elwell. Drives. Bank shot is good.
Yeah, Ty McGuigan was, good patience. And Elwell did a good job cutting to the ball side. She took that feed, laid it up and in off the glass.
McCracken goes over to Wilbur. Wilbur kicks to McCracken. Down the lane, floater from the foul line area, short. Rebound brought down by Haley Elwell. Not a good start here offensively for Wildwood, and Lower's really digging in defensively. Give him a lot of credit here. Elwell takes it to the right, drives, blocked by McCracken. Rebound to Elwell, kicks, Vogt a 17-footer, no. Rebound brought down by Elam. She's trapped, got it to McGuigan. McGuigan down the lane, little jumper is short. Rebound taken by Macy McCracken. She pushes for Wildwood, takes it up the left. Spins, drives further to the left, hands off to Oakley. Oakley to McCracken. McCracken drives, kicks. Benichu for three. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound brought down by McGuigan. And here comes Donahue.
4:35 to go, third quarter. It's Wildwood 32, Lower Cape May 16. Only 2 points have been scored thus far in this period, and those by Lower Cape May.
Elam holding. Throws it right to McGuigan. McGuigan drives to the left, and she's fouled. I'm going to say on the floor.
And they're going to call that foul on Sophia Wilbur. That's going to be her first team foul of the second half against the Lady Warriors.
They get it in, they kick it, and here's Vogt for a jumper, it's good. Good pass by Elwell.
Yes, good out of bounds play.
And the first
basket.
four of the second half go to Lower Cape May. And here is Wilbur. Goes to McCracken. Lower Cape May has switched to man. Benichu holds. Goes to McCracken. McCracken on the left of the key. Backs away to break a 5-second count. Drives to the right. Gives it off to Maya Benichu, and she's fouled by Sarah Donahue.
That was
And I think what Wildwood's got to do here, buddy, I've seen it on these early possessions of this second half. Sanaya Hills is getting good position on that low block, and Wildwood's got to throw the ball into her. Here's McCracken, crossover, dribble, shut off, goes back up to Benichu. Here is Wilbur. Wilbur drives, goes to the basket, stripped, picked up by McCracken, though, and she'll spin away from pressure. Shut off goes to Benichu. Benichu looking, can't get it into the post. Goes to McCracken on the left. Wildwood by 14, 3:20 to go in the third. McCracken, top of the key, holding the right-handed dribble, spins, lobs it, great backdoor pass to Oakley, layup is good. Oakley with 6, and that's a productive possession there for Wildwood, buddy. They take about 45 seconds off the clock and get a layup.
And that's the first points of this third quarter for the Lady Warriors. 34-18.
Elam down low on a high screen and roll, and she lays it in. Good pass from McGuigan.
Yes, and Elam did a good job screening off Hills using her body.
34-20, Wildwood on top, 2:40 to go in the third. Wilbur takes it to the left. Shut off, stolen away by McGuigan. McGuigan will go in and lay it up in it. Oh no, she lost it on the way up. She lost the handle and missed the layup. Wildwood lobs ahead to Hills. Hills layup, got it. Great catch and finish by Sanaya Hills. Wow, that's a big turn of events there for Lower. They were about to cut the lead to 12. Unfortunate for McGuigan, buddy. She just lost the handle on the way up and missed the layup. It's a great defensive play by the junior guard. Just didn't work out for her on the other end. Here's Donahue off a screen and roll. Top of the key, goes to Elwell. Elwell to the right, blocked by Oakley. Ball is loose. Elam picks it up, goes to Donahue. 1:50 to go in the period. Wildwood by 16. Donahue to the left, shut off. Donahue drives again left. Now it's Elwell. She drives. Her floater is an air ball, saved in bounds by Lower. And here's McGuigan. Good play by Alex Vogt. McGuigan to the left. Stops, got away with a walk. She switched her pivot foot. Elam for 3, no good. Hills the rebound for Wildwood. 1:20 to go in the quarter. McCracken steps into an open 3. Bang! And just like that, it's a 19-point lead.
And McCracken, as you said, Brian, she stepped into that shot, got off her feet, good follow through, and that's her 5th three-pointer.
Donahue with the basketball goes to Elwell. Elwell off a ball screen, takes it to the right, drives baseline, shut off by McCracken. McCracken steals it. McCracken pushing for Wildwood, lobs it ahead to Benichu. Benichu back to McCracken, 4-3, bang! Back-to-back threes, Macy McCracken. Timeout, Lower Cape May. Wildwood has its largest lead at 22. It's 42-20. And it'll be a full timeout. We'll be back right after this on 98.7 The Coast. Back at Wildwood, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, 42-20. Wildwood leads Lower Cape May, 43 seconds to go in the third. Complete Care at Courthouse offers a wide array of clinical care programs to meet your short-term and long-term rehabilitation needs. Every day, Complete Care looks to improve the lives they touch through extreme care and passion. Troiano and Sons are proud sponsors of Wildwood High School basketball. Whether it's masonry work, stone pavers, concrete, or more, 609-522-3355 for a free estimate.
Macy McCracken is 6 for 8 from beyond the arc. 6 3-pointers the sophomore has knocked down. And you want to talk about on fire. She's on fire.
Kalia Sumlin for Wildwood and Jazzy Serrano for Lower into the game. Here comes Elwell, takes it up the left. Elwell drives and travels. Sanaya Hills, a good step and help side. I don't think Elwell was expecting her to come, and she ended up shuffling her feet.
And that's the 14th turnover against Lower Cape May.
McCracken handling the ball here with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Takes it to the left, goes to Kalia Sumlin. Sumlin holds the dribble, backs it away. Drives to the right, gives it off to Benechu. Benechu takes it to the corner, goes to McCracken. It's 15 seconds to go in the period. McCracken spins left, goes to Benechu. Benechu bounces to Sophia Wilbur. Now it's Kalia Sumlin. Shut off on the baseline. Got it to Angie Wilbur. Angie Wilbur into the post, and she is fouled with 3 seconds to go in the third quarter.
I'll tell you what, Brian, Sanaya Hills is really working hard down on the block. She's going block to block, and she's doing a great job of getting the defender on her back. The Lady Warriors just haven't recognized her yet.
Angie Wilbur makes the first. By the way, buddy, a scoring correction from the first half. We had credited a three-pointer to Angie Wilbur. It was actually her sister Sophia who had hit it. So Sophia had 6 points at halftime, and Angie Wilbur had none. She made one of 2 free throws there. She's now on the score sheet with 1 point as the buzzer sounds to end the third quarter. It's Wildwood 43, Lower Cape May 20. Back with the fourth quarter right after this on 98.7 The Coast. High school basketball on the coast is brought to you in part by the Sierra Restaurant Group in Wildwood. If you're looking for a bite before or after the game, check out Poppy's, the Dogtooth, or the Mud Hen for a great local experience. The North Wildwood Recreation Department will host its Buckets basketball camp and North Wildwood soccer camp again this summer. For more info, 609-522-2955 or check out northwildwood.com. So it's 43-20 Wildwood as we go to the fourth. Lower Cape May will inbound.
And again, Wildwood just did a good job of recovering from that very sluggish start in the second half.
Olivia Lewis back into the game along with Kira Ridgway for Lower Cape May. Maya Benechu back in for Wildwood. Here is McGuigan. She drives to the right, no good but a foul. Good, strong take by Caitlin McGuigan there.
Yes,
and she's looking for her first point since the first quarter, buddy.
The 5'8" junior guard doing a good job right there. Draws that foul on Macy McCracken. It's Macy's first, team's second.
Boy, buddy, McGuigan makes the first as I look over in the corner over there on the other side. You got a trio of Rocco Sansone, Andy Ridgway, and Vince Trombetta sitting in the front row over there. How many lies you think are being told in those conversations?
Yeah, absolutely.
McGuigan made 1 of 2. But Lower Cape May gets the offensive rebound.
Especially if it has anything to do with Philadelphia Catholic League basketball.
Exactly. McGuigan got it into Serrano. McCracken got the rebound of the missed shot for Wildwood. McCracken lobs ahead to Sumlin. Sumlin to Angie Wilbur. 16-footer is off the rim, no good. The rebound, we're going to have a jump ball. Possession to Wildwood.
$7:21 to go in this basketball game. Wildwood High 43, Lower Cape May 21.
They get it in the hills, back to Maya Benechu. Benechu up top to McCracken. McCracken lobs into the post to Hills. Good kick out to Benechu for 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Serrano. And Serrano's fouled, I believe, by McCracken. Now they're going to say it's Hills from behind.
And that's going to be the second personal foul on Sanaya Hills. Third team foul against Wildwood High. That was a nice look, a nice kick out. But Hills was also, she didn't realize how open she was, Brian.
Donahue across the timeline against the defensive McCracken. Donahue takes it left, still holding the dribble, hands off to McGuigan. McGuigan picked up by Sumlin. McGuigan to the left, stolen away by McCracken. McCracken pushing for Wildwood, doesn't have numbers, backs it away, hands it off. It's loose on the floor, and we're gonna have another jump ball. I think we're gonna have a travel actually. It's Kalia Sumlin ripped it away, and it rolled over, so that's a travel.
And that's the 9th turnover against the Lady Warriors. Lower Cape May's turned it over 15 times.
Inbound pass nearly stolen. McGuigan has it on the right, steps into a three. It's short, and the air ball will go out of bounds.
That was a nice ball fake to get herself open, but then she just didn't have enough strength after that when she shot the ball, and it was an air ball.
Lower Cape May will press here. They get it into McCracken. Back to Angie Wilbur. Angie Wilbur will bring it up against Olivia Lewis. Takes it to the left, goes to Sumlin. Sumlin bounces to Sophia Wilbur. 6:15 to go. Sophia Wilbur is fouled by McGuigan. 43-21, Wildwood on top.
Caitlin McGuigan, the junior guard. That's her second personal.
They get it in the Hills. Back to Sophia Wilbur. Hands it off to McCracken. Lobs in the post to Hills. Drop step. Kicks across to Sumlin. Little 12-footer is no good. Rebound batted around. And Donahue has it for Lower Cape May. It's a great pass by Hills out of the post again, buddy.
Yes, it was.
Wide open shot for Sumlin. It just went in and out. Here's McGuigan. Takes it to the right, shoots a three. Bang! McGuigan in double figures with 10. It's Wildwood by 19.
That's her third three-pointer.
We have a foul called on Lower.
Sarah Donahue is going to get whistled for her fourth team foul. She actually fouled Macy McCracken, who was inbounding the ball.
McCracken up the left side, and she's fouled by Donahue.
And just like that, Sarah Donahue now has 4 personal fouls, Brian. That's the 5th team foul against Lower Cape May. 5:36 to play in this basketball game. It's the Lady Warriors 43, the Caper Tigers 24.
Sophia Wilbur to the left. Lobs down low to Hills. Dips in, and we're going to have a jump ball. The mistake that Hills made there, buddy, was dribbling the basketball. She was in a position where she could have gone right up. And she got tied up. That's a good defensive play there by Lower Cape May.
Yeah, that was that time. They did a good job doubling down. And as you said, Sanaya put the ball on the floor, and that enabled that help defense to dive in and tie her up.
Lewis working against Angie Wilbur, nearly stolen by Sumlin. They get it up to McGuigan, bounce down low, layup is missed by Elam. Rebound loose on the floor, and it's picked up by Angie Wilbur. Angie Wilbur lobs ahead to McCracken. McCracken down the left, shut off, and flips it back out to Angie Wilbur. And now Wildwood wants a timeout. With 4:55 to go, they lead by 19. And this is a full timeout. Back after this 30-second break, 98-7 the Coast. The Armadillo on Breakwater Road, next to the Cape May Airport. Proud supporter of high school basketball on the coast. For a great sandwich and more, check out the Armadillo. Lucky Bones in Cape May proudly supports all the athletes in Cape May County. That's Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. So it's Wildwood leading 43-24, but Wildwood has yet to score in this fourth quarter with 4:55 to go.
Well, Brian, this is the same way they started the third quarter.
And
they won over 3.5 minutes without scoring.
And then scored 11 points over the last 4.5 minutes of the period. Right side, Angie Wilbur off a ball screen. Goes to Maya Benechu. In the corner to Cadence Oakley. Oakley traveled. Turnover by Wildwood.
And that's the 11th turnover against the Lady Warriors.
They get it into Donahue. Donahue up the sideline, fouled by McCracken.
Macy McCracken, she picks up her second foul, fourth team foul against Wildwood.
They get it into Alex Vogt. She takes it left against Wilbur. Now it's Angie Wilbur guarding Olivia Lewis. Olivia Lewis to the left. Good hedge by Maya Benechu to shut off her penetration. Donahue takes it left. Goes over to Lewis. Jumper off the iron, no good. Rebound McCracken. And she ended up getting bumped to the ground, no call. And she ended up landing on the end line. Sanaya Hills back in for Wildwood. 4:19 to go. And the inbound pass is knocked out of bounds. Donahue to inbound again. Looking, throws it too high, and it goes out of bounds. And Wildwood will inbound. I don't think anyone touched the basketball, so Wildwood's going to have to go back and get it along the end line. Front end of a girl-boy doubleheader here. Boys game coming up at 6 o'clock.
And that was the 16th
Not a good pass by Benechu there. It's stolen away by Sarah Donahue. Got it over to Lewis. Steps in. 17-footer is good. Timeout Lower Cape May. It's 43-26 with 4:06 to go in the basketball game. And it's the 32nd timeout by the Lady Tigers, and we'll keep it here. So Lower has started this fourth quarter on a 6-0 spurt, but for Wildwood's sake, they had that 23-point lead at the end of the third, so there's a little cushion here, but hey, this could get a little tight if Wildwood can't figure out a way to put the ball in the basket. They've gone now almost half the period without scoring. There's 4:06 left in the fourth.
Well, and as you said, Wildwood coming into the period with that 23-point cushion, it's now 17, and Wildwood will inbound the ball. But there's a lot of cushion there. But Wildwood does need to start putting the ball in the basket.
McCracken to Sophia Wilbur. Sophia Wilbur taking it up the right side. Shut off by McGuigan. Doubled. Lobs to Maya Benechu. Bad pass in the post. Hills was open, and she threw it to the wrong hand, and Elam tipped it away. Here's Donahue. Goes to Lewis. Another 17-footer, and it's good.
And the sophomore,
And now it's,
Lewis.
all of a sudden, it's a 15-point game. Here's McCracken. Lobs it ahead to Wilbur. Had to track it down in the corner. Brings it back up top. And Wildwood's going to run their delay offense here. Here's McCracken. Goes over to Wilbur. Now it's Benechu. They run a triangle at the top of the key from the foul line. McCracken over to Benechu. But Benechu holds, goes to Wilbur. Wilbur lost the dribble and had it knocked out of her hands, but fouled by McGuigan. McGuigan reached one too many times there. The official kind of let her go on the first one or two, but the third one.
And Caitlin McGuigan, Brian, picks up her third, But that's the 6th team foul against Lower Cape May. So each foul now on Lower will send Wildwood to the line.
Lower Cape May is going to call timeout here with 2:56 to go, with Wildwood leading by 15. We'll be back after this 30-second break on 98.7 The Coast. Back at Wildwood, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbotten, and I think at the end of the third quarter, Buddy, Wildwood thought the game was over. They were leading 43-20. Now Lower Cape May has scored 8 straight to start the fourth here. 2:56 to go, and you can't say the Lady Tigers are out of it.
No, I mean, as you just said, 2:56 to go. Lower Cape May has knocked down 5 3-pointers. Caitlin McWiggin has hit 3. So they do have some girls that can knock down the 3 to cut into the lead a little bit quicker.
Lob it in the backcourt to Sophia Wilbur. Wilbur working against McGuigan. Brings it up across the timeline. Wilbur goes over to Benichu. Lower fans wanted to walk. Didn't get it. McCracken with it. Puts it on the floor to break a 5-second count. Goes to Hills. Down low to Wilbur. Wilbur blocked by Sarah Donahue. Outlet pass though stolen by McCracken, and then she's fouled by McGuigan. And McCracken will go to the line for a 1-and-1 here.
And that's going to be the 4th personal foul on Caitlin McWiggin. So now Lower Cape May with 2:33 to go, down 15. They have 2 players on the floor with 4 fouls each. And they're in that must-foul situation.
Free throw by McCracken is good. Makes it 44-28 with 2:33 to go.
And that's the first point of this fourth quarter for Wildwood.
Second free throw is also good. Here comes Donahue working against McCracken. Takes it to the right. Stops, passes to Elam. Little jumper is short. Rebound Maya Benichu. And here is Sophia Wilbur. Wilbur holding the dribble. Wilbur goes right side to Hills. Hills holding back to McCracken. McCracken against Donahue. Goes over to Wilbur. 2:05 to go. Wildwood by 17. Wilbur with it. Backdoor pass. Benichu was open. She threw it too high. Goes out of bounds, and Lower will have it. Lewis having trouble. Got it to McGuigan. McGuigan's loose on the floor. Stolen away by McCracken. McCracken takes it up to the left. Flips it over to Wilbur. And now McCracken has it. 1:45 to go. Wildwood by 17.
Brian, Wildwood scored just those 2 points, both foul shots. They've turned it over 7 times in this quarter.
Oakley goes back to McCracken. McCracken, they're not even guarding her closely, so she's just standing there holding the ball. And now they come out to guard her, so she's got a dribble left, goes to Oakley, back to McCracken. 1:15 to go. McCracken puts it on the floor to break the 5-second count. Great pass to Oakley, layup is good. 47-28 with a little over a minute to go. Donahue pushing, got it down low to Elam. Elam's layup is good. Janaea Elam with 4 points. 17-point lead for Wildwood. Here's Wilbur fouled by McGuigan, and that'll be her 5th. And Sophia Wilbur will shoot a 1-and-1.
Caitlin McGuigan fouls out of the game.
She finishes with 10 points.
And as Brian said, Sophia Wilbur will go to the line.
No good on the free throw. Rebound batted around, and we have a jump ball possession to Wildwood. 48 seconds to go. Lady Warriors putting the finishing touches on this victory at home over Lower Cape May. They get it to Benechu, missed the layup. Alex Vogt the rebound for Lower. Here's Vogt for three now, that's short, rebound Maya Benechu. And Benechu is fouled by Haley Elwell. And Maya Benechu will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
And Maya Benechu, Brian, she has yet to score in this game. She averages 8 points a game for Coach Kniff and the Lady Warriors.
Free throw's no good. Rebound brought down by Elwell. 30 seconds to go. Elwell steps in. Long two is short. Got her own rebound, followed it nicely. Donahue over to Lewis. Back to Donahue. Donahue to the right, kicks in the corner. Driving his Vogt, layup is good. Alex Vogt lays it in. Oh, Alex Vogt just pushed Macy McCracken in the back. That should be an intentional foul, but I don't believe they're calling it that way. And McCracken will go to the line for 2 shots on the double bonus.
Yeah, that was clearly a frustration type foul. That was a foul with emphasis.
First one by McCracken is good. She has 24 in the game. Some subs for Wildwood. Abby Brzezinski, Mia Cripps, Ashley Nagel, and Sydney Killian. McCracken's free throw is good. She'll come out. And Lainey Mercado is in the game. 49-32. Wildwood on top, 11 seconds to go. Here comes Donahue. Takes it to the right. Kicks out the Vogt. Alex Vogt in the corner. Sarah Donahue for three. Banks it in at the buzzer.
A Crest Savings bank shot.
Yes, sir.
For the Lower Cape May basketball team.
That's right. 49-35. Wildwood wins it. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back and wrap this one up right after this on 98.7 The Coast.